You know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
180. Mike, 45. I got you, pop.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just... their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
What we got? Under 10, 10. What's that? 45's the mic. Bang. What's that?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Mayfield keeps it himself, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set. 180. Mike 5-4. No chance.
Mayfield to throw it this time. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set. 180. 45's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Levante David in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 38, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Following the penalty, Chubb taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 23-yard run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Jameis to throw it. There's Evans again, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 30 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 15 now, Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Back to throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play. At this point in the game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are